How's it going, everyone? Back with another stream today. We're going to be playing some more SquirrelBlade. I know we just copied the same 75 from the list that 5 0'd last stream, but I made a couple changes. I mostly just changed the sideboard to more of my liking, how I would build it and how I would attack the current meta. But the main deck I kind of left mostly untouched. The only changes I made was I cut the second castle for Averted Catacombs, so I just have 9 fetches now, just because I actually did like the Sun Petal Grove and the Isolated Chapel, but I feel like we do need a couple more fetches. Adding that extra fetch means we have 14 white sources, 17 green sources on turn 3 for Endurance if we want to cast it from the sideboard, like hard cast it. I just feel like having the extra fetch just makes our land mana a little bit cleaner. I cut the second Earth for a third Prismatic ending just to have more interaction, and then I cut the Watering Emperor to add Cauldron because I feel like this deck just really wants Cauldron. The sideboard, I'm attacking Living End or just the Cascade decks and Blue Murktide. I don't know how we're gonna beat 4C with this deck. I think it's kind of unwinnable essentially. So I think Thren is just gonna be our main go-to. And then we're just gonna go from there. That's kind of the main change. I just have Chalice. I really want to Crime Punishment just attack the Saga decks and Hammer. The Mana Shift for Cascade as well. 2 Endurances felt great. The Kaya felt really great last league, so we're trying that. I think there's 3 Veils in the 5 list, so we're just going for that one as well. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually finish this league. So I'm just going to play as much as I can and then probably call it after 2 hours. Hopefully I can actually finish it. But we'll see. Avacyn's Pilgrims. So, this is a Toski deck. So, having, we can have a board that goes wide, and then Avacyn's Pilgrim actually being able to attack and trigger Toski is actually kind of relevant there. Tone for lands with 4 mana decks. I actually kind of like it, honestly. I think the deck gets too greedy when you skimp. Maybe you can cut like a land to go down to 23, but I really do think that you want to curve out as much as possible. You also do want to just cast and equip, the Stoneforge package. So like it didn't feel that bad last the stream that we played. Like I actually kind of like how it's not as greedy. And then in matchups where you want to board out the dorks like mid range and control, like you can do so and still have 24 lands in function. So I actually kind of like it. I think that's just my experience playing like Abzan lists with like noble hierarchs. Like there's always like these like 3 hierarch 20 land decks, and it's just like it's so greedy. Like if your turn 1 dork dies, you just can't function. So I kind of like being able to just curve out. Or the deck is kind of clunky. Like if we go with Pilgrim and it just dies, then like if we can't cast our 3 job, we're just literally dead. And there's also like a lot of Ren and 6, so it's like I'd rather just if I can board out the hierarchs, I will. And I want to be able to function if I do that. What the hell? I've been on a longer monitor. How is Lion Sash at the moment? Lion Sash is okay. I think it's just one of those cards where, oh man, this is a tough. I guess we just bought on the Lingering Souls. Lion Sash is one of those cards where it's just part of the Stoneforge package is very mana intensive. Like it's okay. It's not like this great card or anything. It's just a solid inclusion in your Stoneblade list that you're just gonna play for sure. Stitcher Supplier. Okay. I guess I'll Thoughtseize. The thing about it though is, oh man, this hand is pretty good. I guess I take the Persist. They're a 1-lander though. Their Fury is also kind of bad. They can trade Fury for. Kind of want to take the Persist because otherwise, like they have to like 2-for-1 themselves. They could like Fury and then Ephemerate if they draw a white source. If I take their Fury, then they just Persist. If I take the Ephemerate, that might be the best, because then they can just Grief and take whatever. I think I take the Persist, and hope they just don't draw a white source. I think it's different because Jund it's so lean, but like in a deck with like prismatic ending, like where we need to hit our third color sometimes, I feel like it's just not worth it. Grist. I think I'll prismatic ending one of these. Yeah, Isolate Chapel's looking pretty good. But that's different though. You're replacing it with Traverse. Like that's different than like having a dork that just is so naked. You know what I mean? So this Grist will probably get eaten by this Fury. We just gotta hope they don't have a white source next turn either. Yeah, I know it's not saying good, but it looks like fair card that you want to finish. Yeah, it's definitely like a solid card. Like it's not like a card that like I don't know. I feel like the card doesn't have that high of a ceiling as one would hope, but the floor is as lower than I thought it would be. Cool, no white source. Um, I think I take this, and then if they want to Fury kill my board, they can. I don't think it's worth trading because there's nothing in the. Oh, interesting. Oh, I really want that Toski. We're milling all the goodies. So we'll just attack. I might want to sandbag this Prismatic Ending for that Seasoned Pyromancer. Just so yeah. I don't think Abzan is that good either. We're just playing SquirrelBlade for fun, just because Toski is really fun. If we had drawn that Toski, we'd be in a pretty good position, though. They pitched the Spyro. Pretty good for us. They're gonna... Okay. Exactly what he wanted. So they have White Card, Solitude... Oh, so Ephemerate, Solitude. I'm gonna get Triome here. Kind of need some action here. We're gonna get a lot of fodder, though. Yeah. Remolder were our best card right now. Unfortunately. I need great mana. Build over that land. So the fact that they pitch Seasoned Pyromancer, either A, they have another one, or they really want to get this Grist off. So I'm kind of tempted just like Prismatic ending the Citrus Supplier next turn and then go ham. I could have also done it this turn, and maybe I should have done it. I guess we'll see now. They're tanking on this. They could Ephemerate plus Solitude plus Ephemerate. Honestly, Fury plus Ephemerate seems pretty good. interesting. Okay, now we're 1 land short from Cauldering. So I think we just pass. Because I don't want to like them to Solitude, Ephemerate, and then we lose an insect. I think it's better just to pass. We could have Prismatic getting in the Stitcher Supply, but then they just Ephemerate it. So maybe it was better to Ephemerate on our last turn. Because they're just going to hold up Ephemerate for the rest of the game. We do have 2 creatures for this Grist. Not a ton. Priest of Rites fell. So they're going to... Interesting that they target the insect. Assuming the Ephemerate. Okay. We really need that clock. Like, we have like no clock right now. I think that's what's kind of fucking us. Yep. I think I block. They hit the Spyro. But they're far from activating it. Okay. I guess I'm going to target that with Prismatic Ending. That's pretty good. Do I care if I... So they get to draw and then they can filter. So I guess it's better just to Prismatic Ending this now. Mill. And then do this. So they can attack, make a Spyro tokens, and then... Only attack with the Solitude. That's interesting. Should probably just double block the Solitude. Maybe I should have just like Lion Sashed and then held up mana. But I didn't want them to filter. They have a Solitude. Or sorry, if I raid on the Solitude, that'd be very bad. Okay. Makes sense that they're main phasing that. Inquisition. If I feel like if they had anything, they would have just casted it. So let's mill. Attach here. And they just kind of just chill. It's kind of an interesting game. They had a I guess I'll eat the Fury. Okay. Lion Sash. I know, yeah, someone asked about Lion Sash. Looking pretty good here though, huh? Still 2 creatures. We'll mill that. Guess we'll Inquisition them. Cool. Okay. We're 1 mana off Cauldron 2. Okay. So let's eat. So there's no creatures left. Yeah, let's go ham on this Cauldron. I think we have 1 more white mana, right? I can also throw this Lion Sash onto the Cauldron next turn too. Milling over all of our equipment. So they need Solitude to survive. That's a good draw. Okay, so they're like a Reanimator thingy deck. So I guess Sanctifier, Endurance, both Kai's. There really isn't anything like that's so bad in this matchup. It depends, Sandy. Are you going to be playing in any like paper events soon? Because if you are, I guess soon is relative, but because if you're gonna try to play like a competitive event, I guess the answer is yes. But if the answer is no, then like if you're gonna buy cards just to have the cards, I think that's a little rough. Can you buy all of 4C in a couple days? Because that's crazy if you can. I don't really know what to cut. I think we want all the discard spells, right? Maybe we cut in an earth. Not really a removal spell heavy deck. The voices are okay. They're like a solitude deck. Maybe the voices aren't as good. Maybe we trim like an Avacyn's Pilgrim because of Fury. Maybe we trim Souls for that reason too. Maybe like trim a Souls. Trim a voice. Let's just start trimming stuff. Maybe we don't want the marches. I guess they do answer Fable, but it's like so clunky. Let's just try that. Is your store not as competitive? Turn 2 Kaya's Guile is pretty sick here. We could Thoughtseize, but I think that's Stoneforge Mystic draw. More reason to play this Pilgrim first, because next turn we can Thoughtseize plus Stoneforge Mystic. Maybe on the play we board and Veil. Just to play around Grief. Maybe I should play the land. Play on Spell Pierce, but obviously not playing Spell Pierce, but it's gonna take the Helix. Since they have a bunch of Spyros, I'm gonna get Sword of Fire. Nice. So they could Spyro and then draw into a white card and Solitude my Stoneforge Mystic. But us getting Sword of Fire is kind of good for us because it kind of maybe they won't because they might not know that we have a Cauldron in hand. Maybe they pitch the Solitude. They might just pitch both Spyros. Okay, so their hand is Spyro, Solitude, 2 unknown. They pitched Solitude, so their last cards are Spyro, unknown. Oh, Solitudes are expensive, man. I guess you didn't get the memo. Oh, that's a really good draw. You have another Solitude, bruh? I could get Lion Sash here. I think I will. So next we can go Lion Sash plus activate Stoneforge. Hand is Spyro, unknown. Oh. Okay. That could have been a lot worse, I think. I don't hit another land here. I'm gonna cash in this Cauldron, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cash in this Cauldron. It's funny because this exile like hurts them more than hurts me. How's it going, Buckeye? How we doing, buddy? Our opponent said, I don't think I can get out of this, my friend. I mean, they have a Spyro in hand. Unless I missed it. Like, they revealed multiple Spyros. I think we saw 3, right? So there's one that they discarded the first Spyro. This is Spyro the cast. I think they have a third one, unless I missed something. Yeah, right here. Like, I mean, they could go Solitude plus white card. They hit another Hidetsugu. It's funny. Okay, so they don't have... They could have Ephemerate. Land would be a good draw here. Because we can sword plus equip. So we could cast Voice. Let's attack with the Germ first. Again, they could have Solitude. That would be pretty nasty. So, like, if they have Solitude, what's our best bet to kind of crawl out of this? I mean, if we go Grist and plus, I feel like there's an attack and we can't really block. So I think Voice is just the better call. Okay. Yeah, I think it's better just go Voice. So they flip Hidetsugu, which we can just answer with Prismatic Ending. Okay. This card they drew. Just let that go. You act as if, like, you shouldn't be surprised how expensive these cards are. Let's be real here. I think we just attack with Cauldra. I think we let that Vessel go. It's just a 3/3. We can Prismatic Ending it next turn. I mean, there's a reason why that deck is, like, impossible to rent right now. You know? There's a reason why. Online and in paper. I think I'm gonna pass. Kind of want them to fetch. They're not gonna fetch. Kind of just want to hold up Kai's Guile. So we'll make them sack. Make a 1/1. Opponent said GG. I'm saying they're gonna concede. Yeah. Can't hit that land drop, huh? Am I a big Kai'Sgale fan? I think it depends on the meta. When it was first spoiled, like people were really, really, really high on it, and I didn't agree at that time. But once the meta became more Lurrus, because when it first came out and the companions were still like, it wasn't at a point where like Lurrus at the time where Lurrus was banned, everyone was playing Lurrus or everyone was playing companions. Companions was still a little taboo. So like without the presence of like very yard heavy decks, like it was like it was like blue, it was like Green Red Hilliard was like really really popular, and like Hyde Sky wasn't great there. Um, like Blue White Prowess, you think it would be good, but like it was still anemic because it doesn't like they just go so wide. Um, so then from there, like as Luris got more popular, I really really like Hyzgile. And then when Luris got banned, I dislike Hyzgile. But now with Living End being really popular and Blue Red Murktide being really popular and Hyzgile being a lot better versus Blue Red Murktide, then like Blue Red Prowess when it was first spoiled, I like it again. So okay, I was going to get a Triumph, but I guess at the prismatic ending that I as my favorite in my little white deck. Well, I guess so. Your main question is it worth splashing black? Elf Lord Gucci, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Because I think that's a different discussion. If you're asking if it's worth splashing black, excuse me for it. Because like I guess it depends on the composure of the rest of the deck. Do you just want like main deck hate and splash Esper? Is that why? Oh. Unearth. I wish I was on the play for that. I wish I was on the play for this. So we could potentially trigger Delirium here, Besage you. We'll take the tracker, leave him with the push. They can't really cast anything. Okay. We're pretty discard proof. They topped. Just we play. Yeah, the deck, the game one, you kind of got screwed, Lord. Like you definitely kept the one lander, and you just didn't draw the other land, unfortunately. So if they cast push, this gets Delirium. So we'll cast Lingering Souls here. I guess they could Besage you the Lingering Souls too. They play the Besage you. Never mind. I could just damn the board. I could damn the board, and then they're left with the push. I kind of want to see if they might want to ambush too. They could like push a spirit and then block. That'd be really cute. I'm gonna pretend like I'm an idiot and don't know. Yeah, I think it's worth cashing in this value now. I think trading half a Lingering Souls and a Dam for these two is pretty good value, I think. I was going to run one Watery Game instead of Brain Pool. The control deck run, it's going to be 2 sideboard. Interesting. You will be scrolling at FNM? I don't know. I haven't gone to FNM in a long time. Definitely undecided on what I want to play eventually. If I end up playing this, I'm a couple cards off. They have a push. Do I want to cash in this Unearth and trade? I don't think so. I think I'll just wait. Like, this push is just so awkward for them right now. They're sandbagging for this Lion's Hash. And we could always just draw a discard spell. It's awkward as if they draw a discard spell. They're really awkward. And I saw with that hand, it was my first match deck, and I was so yeah. it's definitely was a kind of a tight game for sure. Elf Lord Gucci. Yeah, I'm just, it's just tough because I know one of my buddies is going to FNM this weekend. I just don't have time. But I might try to go sometime this month, just because, you know, Ko is getting better now. So we're gonna cycle this Triome. I also don't know what version of Abzan to play either. I just feel like it's all bad, and it's kind of a lame duck format with the new set coming up, but oh yes. Yes. That probably means I have another one, right? They just push a spirit after combat. We'll probably cycle this Triome. And then equip next turn, like unearth the Lion Slash, equip. So hear me out. I could either finish the foil 4C pile with a 30 card thing, or I could trim this with a nice Black Burrito. You pick. Definitely the 4C pile that you're gonna play. Oh, damn it! They top deck the Spell Bomb. That's pretty brutal. Okay, we're gonna cycle the Triumph first because it's the most mana-intensive card. Damn. They shock in as well. Liliana the Veil. Let's cycle here. If I draw a land with this Triumph, I want to discard that first. And then I can cycle the Unearth. So next turn I can cycle the Unearth if I don't draw anything here. It's pretty good. They played the Versage already too. Attack Lily. $1,000 down the bin. Good choice. I mean, if I don't know, I'd rather play like, I guess it depends how much Legacy are you playing versus how much Modern are you gonna play. I'd pick the format that you're gonna play more of, and I'm assuming it's Modern. If it's not, then I change my answer. I have a 1K on Saturday. I want to be ready. Good luck. Hopefully it goes well. Just take the spirit out. Nice. So we'll attack Liliana. Attack opponent. Where's our Toski, man? This is like the perfect board state for Toski. Not much paper going on? Yeah. Okay. Go to 1. Probably have a discard spell that they drew. I don't know what else it could be. Oh, I called it. SquirrelBlade. SquirrelBlade. Okay, so they're in a Saga deck, right? So I think we want Crime Punishment. They're a Liliana deck, so like these cards all seem pretty good. We could potentially want Sanctifier. Sanctifiers are kind of against Jund just because, like, if they just have a Tarmogoyf, we just like literally can't deal with it. I think boarding out Pilgrims plus discard is pretty clean. Maybe one Kaya because they do have Darcy's as well. I don't know if we want Kaya. I guess this card's really good just to shrink Darcy's and maybe tag a Goyf with it. I don't know if we want the Unearth. I guess Unearth makes their top deck discard spells pretty awkward. Chalice is also an interesting one. We could just put it on one and their whole deck is kind of fucked outside of Goyf and Liliana. I don't think it's that good though. We'll just go like this. I think we win the mid-range battles anyway. A perfect hard state for Toski. It's one of those things where you want to put the nail in the coffin, Sandy. Glad I kept this hand because if they go monkey, we can prismatic ending like last game. Okay. I don't buy cards just to own them. I mean, that's how I feel with like legacy cards and duels and stuff. Because like I own like the Abzan duels because I played a ton of legacy before they banned. I'm gonna hold off on fetching. Just in case I cast Tumberglyph. So that way there's only 2/3. Yeah. But like that's how I feel about like my duels. It's like I own them technically, but like I'm not really playing with them. I guess we have to cast that. I guess we have to cast that. It doesn't really stop anything though. Guess we want double black for dam. Where do you have another green source? We can't cast endurance next turn, like hard cast it, but I think this is a little bit more safer. I guess I could have gotten Temple Garden, but I think I want to be able to hard cast a dam. So I can like dam this specifically. Yeah, but if you're just like doing that just to like I don't know. Oh damn, double Goyf is pretty brutal. Okay, we can't endurance, so we'll just mill here. So we can chump one. Grist can take a hit. Next turn we can try to endurance. Block one. We can, if they don't have anything, we can shrink these to just 1/2s. If they have an instant, it could be a. What if they attack? Enter the attack step. They attack. Attacking me. We didn't see any bolts game one. I think we let this go. Because if they have bolt, it's only 11. If they have double bolt, oh. Oh, they're gonna try to. They're gonna double heat my Grist. It doesn't grow the Goyf though. I forget Sanctifier's gonna play that exiles all the bolts. There's a line where I maybe could have unearthed the Sanctifier and just like chumped with it. Okay, so they have to have another one. Otherwise, like they just. Okay, that's really good for us. We're just gonna camp out here. So now we can. They're probably gonna cycle this spell bomb. Interesting. Now I think we are probably in the realm to chomp with this endurance and token. I guess endurance wouldn't technically be chomping though. But I think this endurance is going to target ourselves. So endurance myself. These will still become 2/3s if they even have to have some sort of instant speed interaction. So do this. And even if they cycle the spell bomb, it doesn't grow the Goyf. It's weird that they heated the Grist earlier. Weird line. Okay. So they're probably digging here. They probably don't have any interaction that's instant speed right now. Even then, I'm not that scared. So now we just go like this. Actually, if they have any red instant speed, it gets exiled. They can't push. This is just like a safe block here. Yeah, let's just do this. Like, if they try to heat the endurance, the heat or bolt, bolt still gets exiled. Yeah, so this still, like, technically we lose an endurance. But then now we're just way ahead now. Now we can, like, oh, the endurance didn't even die. So they need to have another burn spell for the endurance. They needed to play that fetch. So they probably drew that fetch off the spell bomb. That would have killed the endurance and the sanctifier. So we'll plus first, see if we want to unearth whatever we mill. We don't hit anything. So we're going to attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. I'm going to grow this. That doesn't change the clock. This Grist is really good. Bobble, okay. I think we'll cash this in now. Could try one play. Castle Octawayne. Again, I want to see if I want to hit something to unearth. I can't unearth it. I can't unearth Toski. Oh man. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. I think we'll leave uninsect back, right? Yeah, it's just safer. They have their own endurance. Okay. Probably block Sanctifier. That's fine, because now we just unearth it. Nice to have an unearthed target. Kind of worked out. Targeting me. I don't think they can deal 4 damage. So I'm just going to cycle this. Not cycle, shuffle. Don't think it matters. So they have 2 draws. They could go double bolt. Can't Inquisition that one. Yeah, that Sanctifier turned out to be pretty good this game. Goif, sure. Fortunately, there's no creatures in the graveyard to activate Grist. We are in ultimate territory. So we sack a token, kill endurance. That's lethal. Doesn't matter. Cool. SquirrelBlade. We just want to trigger Toski a couple times. Is that too much to ask? Too much to ask. On the draw, Thoughtseize, just Stoneforge. We can't cast this damn, but we can cast a Prismatic Ending. Oh my. I think we're gonna Prismatic Ending that. Hopefully next turn we can draw either a... This Pendulum is kind of awkward, though. I guess if we draw Avacyn's Pilgrim, that's like the best possible. I think in this spot, I'm going to slam a Stoneforge Mystic instead of Thoughtseizing. Okay. I kind of just want lands off the top, honestly. Thank you. That was very much appreciated. I think I'm going to slam Stoneforge Mystic. I think I'm going to get Cauldron on the off chance they don't have it, just because we have 2 backup Stoneforge Mystic. So if this Stoneforge Mystic dies, I kind of don't really care. Yeah, sure. Okay. So now we can Thoughtseize, play backup Stoneforge Mystic, and depending on what the Thoughtseize reveals will depend on what we fetch with Stoneforge Mystic. Get the land. So no 1-drop is pretty good. So I'm going to play around Spell Pierce. I'm going to shock this in. Like I said, play around Spell Pierce. Counterspell, Unholy Heat, Murktide Regent. I wonder if we just take the counterspell. They go Murktide plus. If they top deck another counterspell, that'd be really bad. Because I feel like if we take... If they lead with Murktide, I feel like they're just going to wait for a counterspell. So I think we just take the Murktide. And I wonder if we just get a Lion Sash or something with this. Could also just get Sword of Fire and Ice as well. Bait the counterspell that way. Could also get Lion Sash. Bodum 0619, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. I think we'll get Sword. Another discard spell would be fantastic next turn. Probably gonna heat. Oh, they're gonna bolt. Okay. This Penhaven's probably a weird tell for them. So their hand is heat, counterspell unknown. Islet. This card they drew. It'll be interesting because they might want to counter my Stoneforge Mystic, knowing that we have Cauldra. Or maybe they're saving the counterspell for the sword. So they know what we're going to draw. They paused for that, which is interesting. I think we cast this Stoneforge. And then next turn we can go sword plus whatever. It'd be interesting to see if they counter this. Because next turn we can just hard cast a sword or a batter skull if we end up fetching for it. They counter it, okay. From our point of view, I wonder if it's worth fetching basics at this point. All our mana is kind of online anyway, so their hand is heat, 3 unknown, 2 unknown. I might just hold prismatic ending. Play a sword. Okay. Now any threat we have online is potentially very good. Like literally any threat. Even that one. Even that one. How's it going, Chaos? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, they can play. They have Unholy Heat already. So I think we're going to do this and then make them heat. It's kind of funny. Like literally every top deck needs to be answered now because of the sword. Oh god, that's so good. Oh, I forgot that they doesn't equip. I forgot about that. I mean, like in line size, it's okay. It won us the game last game against this Mardu Reanimator deck, that's for sure. Just another Murktide. Oh, that's pretty good. So they have Archmage's Charm. Is that why they tap the Pilgrim? Isolate Chapel. We don't want that anyway. Their hand is Unholy Heat Unknown. Okay, their hand is still Unholy Heat. Again, threat, please. Voice of Resurgence, Lingering Souls, any of those would be great. So they're gonna heat. We need any threat. Any threat. Okay. They can cast the Kaiska, which is funny. I'll probably fetch. Actually, no, because like this is still a 3-turn clock if I don't fetch. So it's better not to. Casting it. Yeah. Gain 4. Interesting. Okay. So now that they had... This isn't a 2-turn clock anymore, I'm going to fetch. Land is not an option. God damn it. Do we have to dam the board now? Golly. I think we have to dam the board now. Because that way... This monkey's a still a 3-turn clock versus like a 2-turn clock. Probably fetch because we have our forest and plains in play. So cool, hit a land. So I'll probably fetch a Triome. Don't be a counterspell, please. You have a lot of good draws though. Voice of Resurgence, Lingering Souls, a lot of good draws. Maybe they have another backup monkey in play. They're countering this? Oh, so they have another backup counter spell. So we need Lingering Souls for sure, right? Or unless they have the burn spell. It's either the burn spell or... They hit Toski. So if they cast Toski, our only out is Lingering Souls. Yeah, they have Counterspell in hand. So Lingering Souls. This was too slow. Oh. What's our last card? The real question is, like, next turn do we attack? It didn't counter Voice of Resurgence. Something. Wow. That was really good. So this will tell us if we should attack or not. All right. No bolt. No bolt, please. Murktide Regent. So we need Lingering Souls. Yeah, we need Lingering Souls. Okay. Lingering Souls one time. Or damn. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Trigger my voice? Do you want to counter this? Trigger my voice? So they might have a backup counter spell, which is kind of disgusting. So I guess I should attack with this voice first. See if I hit a discard spell. Like an Inquisition. Ooh. I guess the Grist is safer, huh? Grist doesn't get caught by Spell Pierce. If they have Counterspell, they have Counterspell. Trying to figure out if I want to sack a voice or an elemental. I think I sack the voice. Oh my god, what a game. Lingering Souls, baby. Lingering Souls. Oh, I love it. Lingering Souls. People always talking about Siege Rhino being the mascot of Abzan. Lingering Souls. Lingering Souls. So I think we got the second Kai's Guile. Endurance and some Veil seems good because we saw the Archimage's Charm as well. The maybe pile is the Kaya and the Chalice. I think we want all the discard spells, all the dance. I could see just cutting all the Pilgrims. I don't need just cutting all the Pilgrims. How's it going, Roundsley? You just walked into us beating Blur and Murktide. Just we need we needed a lot of help there, but we got there. lingering souls, exactly. I don't think we want the Unearth, probably. The Marches can also be a little iffy. Maybe they board in Blood Moon against us. And in which case, boarding of the Pilgrims is just really susceptible to Blood Moon. And we have to like double white and double green. It was pretty good the last stream I played it. Like, just turn 2 against a hammer deck. It was pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. I was very impressed with it. 2 cards. Maybe we just want 1 Veil. And then maybe we just only want 1 Toski just because we are kind of on the draw. Pilgrim's actually been okay. Pilgrim has actually been okay. We could easily just get run over by Monkey, but they mulligan to 6, so. Yeah, I trimmed a Toski, Sada. Cool. No turn 1 Monkey is exactly what I want to see. I think I'm going to get a Swamp. Cast his Thoughtseize. Is this a Pierce, or is this a... This is a Pierce, huh? Oh, consider. Interesting. Because Pilgrim triggers Toski. So like if you want to go wide and you attack with a Pilgrim, it you can actually get a draw trigger off Pilgrim versus while you can't with the Hierarch. I think we take the Ragavan. Like, we can play around the Blood Moon. So they could Blood Moon next turn, which is annoying. How's it going, Dukes? Really appreciate it. Man, that's really bad. Because now they draw another land they can Magus, but then they can't cast any blue spells. So do I have to play this Triome just to try to Endurance next turn? Hope they don't get it. Worst case scenario... Yeah, I think I play this Triome. And then I get Winsome. I just hope they don't draw a third land. I don't think it's good to cast a Stoneforge stick. We can also just draw a Prismatic Ending or a March. No third land. Okay. God damn it. Oh, they're not going to cast the Thoughtseize. I'm going to cast an Endurance here. They might Magus right now. You can't though. You can't because the birds doesn't trigger Toski. Well, we're gonna not be mana efficient here. We're going to cast this endurance. We could damn the Ragavan. I think I would tend to just get Batterskull. Their hand is Bolt, Magus, Borrower. Yeah, I think I like just getting Batterskull. They're also far off Murktide. Yeah, maybe that's an argument to keep the Pilgrim in Quinn, but let's go. I'm surprised they didn't just cast the Magus. I guess we are Blood Moon proof, but then they also can't cast their blue spells. They bolt here, presumably. We slam Sanctifier, play Tomb. And then we just get into Batterskull territory. I haven't dropped the game yet. I feel like if you're going wide, tuning up your flyer and hitting a trigger. No, it's not that. Like, you don't need, like, it's independent of having anything else. If your board state is Pilgrim and Toski versus Hierarch or Bird and Toski, you attack with both, but you only get one trigger if it's a bird versus two with the Pilgrim. Like, if you want to argue that maybe, like, the bird has better utility with flying, or if Hierarch has better utility with Exalted, but I'm explaining that Pilgrim has the versatility of being able to trigger Toski. So, is it better than is Pilgrim better than Hierarch or Birds? I haven't decided that yet. I this is like my second league with this shell. But I think it's still worth trying out, right? So it's also another point too, like what Quinn said. Being able to trade with the Ragavan is also potentially very good too. Versus like just being a chump blocker in a birds. I think it's just like how you like how aggressive you want to be with the Toski trigger, right? Because definitely the birds is better with the mana, like you can cast a hard cast dam or endurance that way. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. The Bashko's already free mulligan. A lot better. Bottom one souls. I don't think we get a second one. Famous last words. This is burn. What is this? Sacred Foundry. Sentinel. So I guess we'll go turn 2 Stoneforge. Oh. Luckily, we don't really care about these. It's kind of nice playing a Radiant's deck that doesn't really care about Esper Sentinel, though. Let's just kill him, huh? I mean, I think Pilgrim also has a high ceiling too, right? I think that's the thing. Oh, okay, sure. Man, this Pendelhaven is kind of relevant too. Now this Pilgrim can trade with the reg, or not even trade, just profitably chump block. It's great. Huh. They didn't see the Pendle. They didn't see the Pendelhaven. Oh, that's great. That's so good. I know focus are better for. I think again, like, this is just based off of you know, one league, and I guess a league and a half to the 6H. You may very well be right. But I guess I'm just like explaining the reasoning behind it. I don't want to. Sorry, if I'm coming off across as if I think you're wrong, that's not where I'm coming from. I'm coming off from like why I'm assuming the person who built this shell that Firewood with is why they built it the way it did. That's why I was trying to explain it that way. So apologies if I came across not that way, but that's kind of my intention. I mean, it could very well be wrong. I don't know. Shame scoop. Oh yeah, for sure. We're just spell. I don't want to come across that way. I feel like maybe I gotten feedback where I feel like I get this tone where I like come off as like I think I'm just like very passionate about these deck building decisions, which I think that's really cool. I think the person who built this deck, whose name is Fantasy 13, I'm gonna give him a lot of credit for it. I think I think this deck has a lot of synergy behind it, which is really cool. Like, it's really cool to see, like, the Pilgrim with the Grist, with the Toski. Tarnished Nick, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. With, like, the Toski, the Souls, the Grist. Like, this shell is really cool. It's been a lot of fun, too. So I'm excited to, like, just keep playing with this shell. Like, Voice of Resurgence is a card that I thought was going to suck a lot. And then you play it, and you're like, oh, this card's really good. Like you saw against Blue Red Murktide, this card won us the game. Like, it didn't die to a singular spot removal spell. I think that was very clutch. and it gets pumped by Pendelhaven. That's the real reason, huh? That's the real reason. I think I want to borrow out the Unearth. The Lion Sash could potentially be cut as well. I do think we want all 4 Pilgrims in this specific matchup. Maybe we won't want the Kaya's Guile. Just because it's a singular sack trigger, it's kind of clunky. Like, the Lion Sash, the only way this card gets good is if we just end up being late game and it just kind of grows. But this Prismatic Innings are going to be really good. I kind of want Force of Vigor in this sideboard. I think that's a card that I'm kind of missing. Maybe we board out a Toski. Yeah, like Souls could potentially be a 4 of in this shell too, for sure. We really need a black source off the top. I think we have 14. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, sorry, there's more. There's there's 18 black sources. But 2 dams makes it kind of rough. I mean, this is a spot where birds would have been better, right? As close as this is, I think this is a mulligan. Because, like, if we don't draw a black source, our hand doesn't do anything. But we're on the draw, though. Let's keep this. Let's actually keep it. I've changed my mind. So we could trade Pilgrim. Or we could just Prismatic Ending. That was a pretty nutty draw. What do they have? Were they just banking on Ragavan? Fortunately, I'm going to have to play this Boseiju. If we draw a land and they Blood Moon, like if their whole game plan is 100% contingent on Blood Moon, which is what it looks like right here. I'm not surprised if this is a Blood Moon. Oh. Sure. Another Ragavan. Black source off the top, please. Black source off the top. Black source. Black source would have been very good. Sure. Do they sign Blood Moon now? Now that after they cast the Ranger Captain? Another Ranger Captain. Esper Sentinel. Okay. We can't really play around Blood Moon, unfortunately, here. So we just have to slam this Grist. Chump block 1. They could dash Monkey here. That's the thing. Yeah, I agree. But they also have 7 cards in hand, which is scary. Okay. Oh, that's rough. That's absolutely rough. They still have a backup Monkey. We still need to draw. We still need a 4th land. Let's Inquisition and then try to cash in this dam next turn. All the Ragavans. So we're going to take a huge hit here. I'm hoping they dash Ragavan probably, or they might just cast it. Okay, perfect. Land off the top would be probably our best draw. Okay. So we also need a top deck, but they also need a top deck. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, that's also their clock as well. So I can imagine them having their reservations about that line. They cast Batterskull here. We can just march it. Okay. They can't Batterskull equip next turn, so I think that's fine. I think we're gonna just hardcast this Cauldron. Don't think there's a black threat, right? So we'll get Forest. We'll just cast this Cauldron. And then pass. I wonder if they'll crack the Sunbait Canyon to turn. Yeah, because they want to. Because what we could do is, we can fuck. Okay, sure. So go to 3. We'll down the board here. Second dam coming in clutch, huh? So I guess they're committed to not casting this Batterskull anytime soon. Okay. I don't think I want to Thoughtseize right now. Maybe when we get closer to Cauldron mana. Hey, how's it going, Heathen King? Thank you for the sub, buddy. Really appreciate it. Okay, cast Batterskull. We march it. I guess now we just Prismatic Ending the Germ and then march. Okay. The hand is Cauldron Unknown. Okay. Let's go, baby. Haven't dropped the game. Let's go. All right. Let's start this prediction, huh? Kept the risking and got rewarded? Yeah. Nutty Trophy? Squirrel. Oh, wait, I should go SquirrelBlade Trophy. Nutty 5-0. No nut 4-1. Let's do 2 minutes. Alright, I'll be right back. I'll use the restroom real quick. Let's get those predictions in, huh? I'll be right back. Double dam opener was clutch, and that's the other thing about I really like about this deck is like the deck is dam proof. Like, yeah, voice of resurgence, like lingering soul, sure, but like you can flash it back, and you have an unearth. Like the original 5-0 list had an unearth. Like the Toski is indestructible. Like I like how you can have a sweeper, and you're like pretty sweeper proof too. The college is indestructible. Like if they had like cracked the canopy last turn and then went like Sentinel plus like Stoneforge Mystic, we could have just slammed the dam with the college in play and then still attack. So like I really like the configuration of this deck. It's like really really cool. 5K on the trophy, Lonely Isotope. Do you believe? Do you believe? Apparently, apparently everyone is a believer, which is funny, which is a pretty shitty payoff then. It's a pretty shitty payoff. How confident are you that Pilgrim is better than Ignoble or Noble? I think I'd want to have a bigger sample size, and I'd probably want to try the Ignoble Noble list first just to compare. But like there has been games where I get trigger off of Pilgrim. So it's like it's not like the program isn't like infinitely worse, and like being able to equip and that extra point of damage with an equipment may matter sometimes too. The Pendelhaven was very relevant earlier, being able to pump it and block a Ragavan. Like that was very very relevant too. And Heathen King, I don't know if I missed. Did I miss your sub? I don't know if I acknowledged. I was probably like in the tank, but if I didn't acknowledge your sub, Heathen King, thank you for the sub, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. I think I missed it. Thank you so much. And strategist. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Thank you for follow. I really appreciate it. This hand's really bad. Sounds pretty good. Pretty good. Strategist. There was a little twister here. I'll probably bottom the resurgence. But thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. I think I go Temple Garden here. No, sorry. I have to get Overgrown Tomb. So that way if they answer our dork, or even if they answer the dork, we go, we can still dam. Fall Bowl into 6. I mean, it triggers Toski. I think that's the main thing, is it triggers Toski. And trading Ragavan has been very relevant so far, and it gives better utility out of the Pendelhaven that's in the mana base, which is kind of cool too. Okay. So I guess we should have Thoughtseize first. Prismatic Ending. Guess we should have Thoughtseize first. They have no land. I guess we take the Pact. What kind of hand is that, dude? So we gotta kill them before they draw a bounce land. / draw Titan. Okay. So these grazers are actually really annoying. They're not gonna cast the grazers. Toski. Toski. I summon Toski. They still need to draw a bounce land. And they're going to have another Amulet anyway. I think we save this Prismatic Ending. We really need a Stoneforge Mystic or a Toski. So just more clock. Because they just kind of have 2 Amulets on the board. It doesn't matter. So the main draw that we need to fade is actually a bounce land. Which I guess they can get Expedition Map and tutor for a bounce land. Yeah. So then they can go like Dryad Grazer. But like we can kind of ignore the Dryad for now. If we draw a second Prismatic or March, then we can Prismatic our Amulet, both Amulets. That's really good for us too. I mean, if this Prismatic Ending was a March, I think we would have easily won this game. Probably they wouldn't get the map. I guess they could still get Bounce Land and a Titan, but then we'd have a little bit better outs. They drew the Bounce Land. So they can get Tolaria West. Yeah, they can get Tolaria West. In which case, we'd have to dam the Dryad and then Prismatic Ending the Amulet. I might be dead here. I mean, maybe I was supposed to Prismatic Ending one of the Amulets. Maybe I was supposed to do that. So just F6 here. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was just because they didn't have the bounce line in hand. Is why I was thinking. So 8, 10, 11. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That being said, too, is like we are also like we also can't beat this board state either. If they just go grazer grazer, like we have no clock. I think that's the unfortunate thing. I think I have better value at F6ing here. They also just might pass. The other thing too is if they cast Summoner's Pact, they might not get enough lands in play. And then we could damn the Dryad here. Oh, but then they just give it haste. So we'll make him do it though. Sideboard. It's not much. It's just the 2 damping spheres. Yeah, I should have prismatic ending the amulet. That was really dumb. So 8. If they have the double strike land, then they can kill us. If they tutor up lands wrong or they don't kill us, like they. Let's see if they kill us. Make them do it. Okay. I don't know if we would have won that game anyway because our clock was just so anemic, but it is what it is. Unearths can come out. I want the Kaiser in case we can tag one. I think we could borrow out the Lion Sash. We're just never going to tutor for it. Yeah, Chalice could be for 0 if we are like really desperate. I guess we are kind of desperate. I think we trade out a Grist and a Lingering Souls. Or maybe we just board out a Toski. Let's try that. Yeah, and that's a thing too. I think if I had more sideboard slots, I'd want another Force. like Force of Vigor and maybe a Sword of Feast and Famine just to board in. Like if I don't know if you've like tuned into my past Stoneblade list, but I like having the black green sword in the sideboard just to swap in matchups like Amulet, Tron, etc. etc. And Yawgmoth too. You're right, Chaos. So like again, like maybe like the Kaya's Guile, the two Sanctifiers and two Endurance. That's like a lot of yard hate with the Kaya. Like maybe we want to board this Kaya, like swap this Kaya for a Force, and maybe go down to like one Sanctifier, or cut the Kaya's Guile for two Force, and then maybe have a Sword of Feast and Famine for like over either the second Sanctifier or the second Endurance. Unfortunate that we ran into a bad matchup, but we ran into all the fair decks essentially first four rounds. So yeah, I agree. Like I just when I played against Hammer, the first like playing the 5-0 list, the 75, like it was pretty impressive. So I was like, I'll just keep it. It's fine. But golly, I mean, we it's prismatic getting was damping spear. We just need a clock. It's kind of a bad hand, but I don't think we can mulligan this. We gotta hope that they just lean into an Amulet opener and we can just prismatic ending it. Maybe strategist. Maybe. I mean, that's definitely a meta call, but you could be right. The thing about those, like this manabase, it's like super painful already. We have to fetch shock already on the first as our first land drop, so again, I don't think we can mulligan prismatic ending plus damping spear. It revealed our opening hand was like Pilgrim plus voice. They may not think that we have artifacts in the deck, so maybe they don't bring in Force of Vigor themselves. I mean, they probably sell Beseju, but there's no burn. That's true. So I had the Beseju for the Damping Spear. They could just they also could just not have a green source, and this will ramp us into the dam or a Batter Skull. So I think we have to do this. Like they may just not have a green source to activate the Beseju. And if they spend their turn Besejuing or Damping Spear, I think that's also a fine trade off. Oh, they bounced it with a Simic Growth Chamber, Roundsley. So they may just like they may have a second Beseju. And Beseju the Damping Spear. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Okay. The problem is we just don't have a clock. Okay. Like we can't even like attack through here, which is frustrating. Like we can slam a Batter Skull, but A Stone Forge would have been nice. Would have been nice. I mean, we have a clock now, so no castle. Yeah, they could have a castle. That would be very bad for us. Hmm. One, two, three, four. So we can prismatic ending the grazer, bestage of the growth chamber. I think it's worth getting the extra point of damage. You already have a second prismatic ending, so. Yeah, I think we just bestage you. Probably on draw. Do I do it now? I guess I do it now. Okay. One creature. Grist. Don't think it matters if we get the other Grist in play, I think. So we'll just attack. Oh god, we had the chalice. So they need an untapped green source and Titan. It's funny how we didn't have no creatures in the graveyard except for Stoneforge Mystic. Opponent's doing math. So did they draw an Amulet? And have a bounce land in hand. I feel like if they had the bounce land in hand, they probably would have just played it last turn, right? And then that way they ensure they have an untapped 6 land for Cavern. Oh, baby. All right, y'all. Come on, let's believe. Let's believe, y'all. You know, good opener, please. Please, Moto. Beg of you. Hopefully they mulligan to oblivion. Okay, we don't have a clock. I was kind of thinking to myself if I were to keep a Prismatic Ending March opener. I think I would. Just because of the fact that if they go Saga or Prismatic Ending, we'd keep this. Like, we just interact with this so much. We do need a clock off the top. But I think we take those odds. Besagio and Chamber was good, yeah. Definitely slowed them down a whole turn. I mean, we had the backup dam, but potentially we could have easily, you know, lost in that spot if they was able to cast a Titan a turn earlier, for sure. Please mulligan to oblivion. Please mulligan to oblivion. The thing about this Amulet Titan too is they can mulligan very well. But we have a very interactive hand. If they don't go turn 1 Amulet, we can Inquisition. They capped. We just... A single Stoneforge Mystic off the top means we are just in this game. That's our quickest clock in this deck. All the marbles, exactly. All the marbles. If this is a Grazer, that sucks. It looks like it is. Oh. Okay. That's a great Prismatic Ending target. Again, Stoneforge Mystics are best draw, which is what we kind of need. Stoneforge. Thoughtseize is a good draw, too. So we're going to get Gaulish Shrine here, just so we can double discard spell next turn if we need to. So we'll... Gaulish Shrine. Prismatic Ending. Come on, threat. You have all the interaction to slow them down, like I said. We just need to draw a threat. Okay. So I kind of want to shotgun this Overgrown Tomb. Oh, we have a threat. I'm going to shotgun this Overgrown Tomb. I'm going to Inquisition here. I think it's just better to interact now and then get the voice down the next turn. Because if we can snag a Dryad here, that would slow them down a ton too. Oh, perfect. So we see the Saga. We're hoping they cast that Saga. Or play the Saga. And then we can march on the stack. Play the Saga. Okay. They didn't play the Saga. Why didn't they play the Saga? They draw a Zusa. Looks like they drew something. Ooh, that's a good one. One, two, three, four. I guess we have the Prismatic ending the Dryad. And then next turn we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We Prismatic ending the Dryad. Yeah, the voices, I don't think we can cast it right now. We have to draw a land next turn, and then we can go Thoughtseize Voice and March the Saga. And I don't think we need a Thoughtseize now, but we do need a Thoughtseize maybe 2 turns from now. They may just slam Saga here, and then we'll go Voice. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Got our clock. Got our clock. If we draw a Damping Spear next turn, we're in this game. Because then they just have like literally no green sources. Bog. Okay. So we need Damping Spear off the top. We have Thoughtseize. So Sanctuary. Cavern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can Primeval Titan next turn. So we need to draw Damping Spear now to have a shot. Okay, we have a clock. So we'll Thoughtseize. Take Cultivator Colossus. Hope they whiff. I'm gonna attack. See if they block. They may not. You just need to fade a couple draws. Fade a couple draws, please. Couple draws faded. Land, please. Oh, what do we do? I guess we go Pilgrim Damping Spear. Yeah, Pilgrim Damping Spear. And the next turn we can go if we can go Dam plus Cauldra. They awkwardly have no green mana for, or no double green mana for Titan, thanks to the Stamping Spear. They actually have no green mana, period. So I wonder if I need to dam this tracker here. Okay. Cavern. Yeah, I think I need to dam the tracker. I can't keep letting them draw cards. So they block the voice. Take 6. And then take 7 the following turn. Six plus 7 is lethal. So if we could fade 2 draws, we can win. Green Source into Besagio into Titan is how we lose. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just seeing their outs as well. They're also like, I think they're double queuing too. Because like 3 minutes is also not a long time. Cavern. That doesn't change anything. We knew about that. Yeah, our opponent's been kind of... I don't know if they're double queuing. Okay. That's actually pretty good because that shortens our clock by a whole turn. We need to draw a sword? Okay. Yep, map is second green source. Oh, I did the math wrong. Six. I think we attack with all. And we just flash and sword equip batter Cauldron. I don't think the batter skull really does anything in this board state. Six, go to 8. Interesting to see what they fetch. Because if it's Boseiju, they still, again, don't have green mana. They don't have green mana. Not this turn. Yeah, the time is definitely on our side as well. Okay, so their hand is Boseiju unknown. Okay, their hand is Boseiju. Lingering Souls. The green mana with Cavern doesn't help cycle the Boseiju though, or channel the Boseiju, which is kind of what's most important right now. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? 20 seconds, baby. Let's go! SquirrelBlade, let's go! Oh my god, let's go. We got no Toski triggers in this league though. That's what's so sad. That's what's so sad. Oh man. But what a league. We beat Jund, Boros Stoneblade, Blue Red Murktide, Amulet. Beat the bad matchup as well. Oh man. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. SquirrelBlade. Oh man, that's awesome. Okay, so let me send y'all over to another. I really appreciate everyone tuning in out. Appreciate all the support today. I'm gonna have to call it, and I actually have to head out at 5:30, which is 2 minutes from now. But I want to give a shout out to all the people who followed today. Heathen King for the resub, really appreciate it. Appreciate all tuning in and hanging out. Oh, I also have to do the prediction. You know what's great about this prediction though? Is everyone voted yes. We got 100% on the 5-0. Rewarded on the faith, man. Rewarded on the faith. Let's do it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Let's send y'all over to my buddy Fluffball. Again, really appreciate everyone tuning in, hanging out. I'm not sure when my next stream will be, but I'll probably be streaming SquirrelBlade again. For sure. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in, hanging out. If you want to check out my past streams, go to my YouTube. If you want to get stream updates, follow me on Twitter. If you want to come hang out, chat, talk, join my Discord. I don't know when my next stream will be. It'll probably be sometime this weekend. I'm not sure when. But follow me on Twitter for that. Join the Discord. Other than that, let's raid Fluffball. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Got that SquirrelBlade trophy. Let's go. Take it easy. Bye.